Suboptimal Podcast. Check out our suboptimal content at suboptimal.co.
Welcome to episode 11 of the NighCast. My name is Drake. As always, I'm here to talk to you about kind of like my life and what I do with the streaming realm and other slightly associated topics. Over the last 2 episodes, I have released kind of my take on streaming from my professional background, doing IT administration, security. I don't feel like the episodes were that great. They were probably not the best content from a entertainment value or from an informational value. I'm going to leave them up. I'm not going to delete them. I just want to say that I'm going to take a break from that type of workflow and review how to better deliver them. I don't feel that I was delivering them in a good light or a good perspective. But I don't feel that there isn't information in there that is of value. Makes sense? So I think there's still some value in those podcasts. So I'm going to leave them up. I'm going to leave them available there on YouTube and on Anchor and whatever platforms that you may be listening to this on. And if you choose to listen to those episodes 9 and 10, they're the 2-parter about securing yourself. But I'm going to take a break from that. I'm not going to continue that. I had initially thought of it as a trilogy. I had another part, and I recorded it, and it's just not. I wasn't happy with 2, and I'm really, really unhappy with 3. So that's another reason why this is delayed this week. I'm getting the podcast out here at the end of the week. I've got to reevaluate what I'm doing with the podcast and how I feel about what this is and what I'm trying to convey here. I wanted it as a platform to kind of keep some long form offline available, my parting thoughts, and try to bring you perspectives from my personal life, being a dad and being a gamer, since the 1980s and being, in IT security and operations and scripting. And I don't know. I think I bit off too much with those thoughts, and I want to reevaluate what I'm doing. So, going to try a few new things. Going to try to scale it back a bit. So today, what I wanted to kind of talk to you about was like mindset. And so getting into the stream mindset, getting into the content creation mindset, it's not always easy. It's not always a place that you can go to. It's a creative process. I view it as. You have to be mentally ready to entertain. You have to be mentally ready to take in both positive and negative feedbacks on the fly as a content creator. You will have to always put your best foot forward if you're trying to be professional with it. If you're a reactor, if you're a reactor and you react to incoming situations in a negative view, and that's your thing, that's a totally different thing. But from my perspective, I'm trying to build a community that's positive, that is there to support each other, and that is there to be the best that we can be at any point in time. So example from this week, I took Wednesday night off stream. I was not only just tired, but I had a very negative mindset at the time. A lot of things going on personally that get to you, and you think about, I gotta stream, I gotta put my foot forward, I have to be there, or no one will show up, or I'll lose my whole audience, and that's it's a possibility. But also, positive mentality and positive mental health is, I think, more important. To take the time to be in a state of recovery and then come back after recovery, instead of being in that recovery state and then going on stream and maybe possibly getting some more negativity to add to your mental state, is not a healthy way to take control of your life and of your time. And so I needed to take that control. I needed to take that time. I spent it with my family. had good long talks with my wife, had some good cuddles with my kiddo. I passed out on the couch before even 8 o'clock, realizing how tired I was, which probably has led to a lot of the negative mental health that I've had recently. Um, Hopefully soon I'll have an episode talking about what's going on, or I'll talk about it on stream, um, about what's kind of going on once I can. Things are currently in flux, so I'm not able to talk too much in depth about what's going on yet. So it's not family related. It's not you know, life. It's just, yeah, it's a thing. And we all have those times and those moments, and we all have ways to cope with them. And one of the probably worst ways I've coped with things in the past is just try to bottle up and swallow it. And you hear the term eating your feelings, and I do that. That's how I packed on almost 315 pounds at one point in my life. It's not something I would like to repeat. It's not something I would like to do again. So I'm trying to, make sure that I am open and honest to my family and to everyone around me about what's going on. So things are going on. I'm stressed out. I'm trying not to, make it reflect. And so if I take a day off or I take a night off, it's to recover. It's to be where my heart is, and my heart is with family first. My kiddo is like my life, so that's where I tend to recover. Is I go cook and I hang out with my kiddo, and I talk to my wife and I hang out with her. Me and my wife have been friends for a good amount of years now. We've been together for 16 years, so it's one of those things where you have to find who you can talk to and who you communicate with. I've talked to a few people online that I find are my friends, and I try to communicate with them. My I have in life, real life, IRL style friends, or whatever you want to call them, I talk to you as well. But yeah, it's just been a wild ride recently. I'm going to try to get back in the swing of things. So this podcast is going to kind of be the last one for a couple weeks. I will kick off the podcast recording again with the Q&A podcast from the Discord, which I've promised to do. We'll record that sometime the weekend of the 6th. So if you have any questions for me, or you have questions that you'd like to be answered from any stream related, life related, anything, and I can give you my perspectives. It might not be, great, or if it's a question that I don't feel like I can answer, I'll try to give you a resource to go look for. But the recording of that will be either on April 5th or April 6th, and we'll record that episode, and I'll have it released hopefully by the 8th or 9th. And I hope that's it. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry again. Short episode today. Lots of ranting, lots of raving, but just take some time to yourself. Make sure that you have a clean mental, mindscape when you are trying to put your best foot forward in a creative process. And don't let the haters, don't let the negative feedbacks or comments that you get take you down. There is a lot of positivity out there. I've gotten a few positive feedbacks on the podcast already, and it's been amazing. And I want to continue this, and I just want to say thank you for everyone that does listen. It does mean a lot, and I'm blown away by your support. As another housekeeping thing, I am currently in the Embers for All program on Mixer. It's a program that lasts from March 25th through May 1st. So every night I'm streaming or off stream. I can now accept donations from the Embers for All program. Check it out. I'll put a link to Mixer's blog post in the description field of this podcast. It's a really awesome program. There's 1,000 non-partnered broadcasters on Mixer currently taking part in this. I highly suggest you going out there and taking a look at all the different broadcasters that are part of it. Look for the hashtag Embers4 all on Twitter. A lot of people are tagging that as they go live. I'm not really pushing it too much because that's just not my way, not my thing. And so, but I really do think that supporting broadcasters this way that Mixer is offering is great, because it's also still not, I don't think it's taking away from anybody that's a partner broadcaster, and it still gives you a path to partnership, but it also gives that other broadcasters the ability to maybe make this a part-time or at least a fundable hobby. And that would be amazing opportunities for people. Anyway, I know it's a ramble. I know it's not a big podcast. Thank you for your time. Have a wonderful week. Again, I will have the next podcast recorded September 5th and 6th. Please get your questions into the Discord or tag me on Twitter, Instagram, or come by the stream and drop your question. Just remind me to copy it out of stream chat so that way I have it for later. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.